Mm. Say. Hi guys, I'm Kobus Viljoen. How well you know me by now? If not, I'm in South Africa. Right, today I just want to ask you some questions. And think about it very seriously about these questions, because if you don't think about it, then you might be caught with it. I want to ask you, how secure is your pension fund? How secure is your provident fund? You know, we pay every month for those deductions, and then it goes into this major funds and stuff like that. But are they secure? What is the effect going to be with the government bank issuing bonds on your pension funds? Well, I'm not going to give you the answer. That you think about it. Guys, yes, this is serious stuff. We're about to launch our 4Corners Equity Club. Now, just to make it clear from the beginning, if you think you're going to make a lot of money quickly, or you're going to make a lot of money by doing nothing, I think stop watching this video, because this is not for you. Rather go and take that money, buy yourself a lotto ticket and try your luck with that one. Also, another thing is, if somebody promises you big figures of high returns and stuff like that, go for it and lose your money. I'm not going to promise you big returns. No. Because we know what the reality is. So, what I'm going to tell you is this. The 4Corners Equity Fund is for our members for a long-term investment. I mean long-term, more than 3 years, right? Because we've got our own inside traders which is going to use this fund to trade on the ETF funds. Now, ETF funds, that is commodities like oil, silver, and those stuff, right? So we're not going to gamble on the high risk returns like Bitcoin or Forex. We leave that for the other people that is prepared to take that high risk. We're not prepared to do that with your money. We want to give you a solid, compounded growth in your fund. Now, before I go on further on, this 4Corners Equity Fund is not available for any US residents, right? Sorry guys, we can't help you. It's your own legal and banking laws that is prohibiting that. All right. So, let's talk about this, because we're about to launch it very soon. So I want to give you all the facts now so that you can prepare yourself for what is coming. If there's any other questions about that, you will find more training videos and more information of this fund in your back office when we open the registration page. When that happens, you got a choice. There will be 3 packages, right? A $250, a $500, and $1,000 package. Remember, there's an annual fee of $20 on the fund. Now that is to keep the website going, hosting fees and stuff like that. That is a $20. That's a once-off, right? Not every time that you are going to invest more into the fund. You can keep it as a once-off payment and then do the annual fee of $20, or what most of the people will do is to take another block of 230 or a 480 or a 980 block investments later on as they see how their fund is growing. Now, on the sign up page, you will also find that it will show your current sponsor. Right. If he's not taking part in it, or within 5 days after your registration, you will have a choice also on the page to put in another username as a sponsor. Well, my username, of course, is Kobus49. You can add that one. You sign up directly under me because your sponsor is not interested. I will help you. I will support you all the way. All right. The payment methods to join, you can either do a cash deposit at FNB ATM into the South African FNB Bank. You can do an EFT to FNB SA Bank. You can even join with Bitcoin into the fund, or for people like Fiji, Solomon Islands, Papua New Guinea, tap together and we can arrange a bank wiring for you directly to the fund. So the options are there. It will be available in your back office. That is not a problem to do that. So in your back office, you will also see that the cash received in your fund and how much of your cash is in investment portfolios working for you. Right. Now the thing is, when you start buying the shares, you can make a profit in a day, and sometimes you buy shares and you have to wait maybe 2 months, 3 months, 6 months before it shows you substantial growth in it and making a decent profit with that. So it goes down to buying and selling. That's why I said it's 3 years or longer, because we need the funds and then do calculated buying and selling on it to make the best profit out of it. Sometimes you make a profit on the upgoing, on the green side, and sometimes you make a profit on the red side. So we've got the experts that is doing that for us. We're not going to work with robots because there's always a human factor involved in all these shares buying and stuff like that. So you will see all those transactions in your back office, how your fund is growing. Right. Let's talk about figures. Some people say, but Kobus, what sort of return we talking about? I say, well, I can't give you exactly percentages per year in your growth, because that is a very, very risky thing to do. Nobody can guarantee you a 30% or a 40% or a 90%. The person who's doing that is talking nonsense. That's BS. You might have one day that you make a 60%, yes. But what about the other days? Right? So you can't. But our traders is confident to give you above average return on your investment. Right. So let's look about the calculations of these funds. Right. Now, also involved in this one, and that's why it's ideal for the 4Corners members, is that we're going to give you a chance to earn if you refer people doing investment into this fund. Right? I told you it's a 250, so minus a 20 annual fee because your first registration, so there's 230. Out of that 230, we deduct a 7% that goes to your sponsor, and 3% goes to his sponsor. That means 2 payouts. Right. Now, if you deduct that 10% from the 230, you will sit with 207 immediately as working capital or investment capital in your fund. But now I'll take it a little bit further on. Say for instance, we all are so used to get 4, help those 4. We know the story about that. So let's be realistic, and you getting 4 direct sign-ups under you in the fund. So if you take the 7% on the 230, that gives you 1610 times 4. That is 6440, right, as direct sign-ups. Now, if those 4 is bringing in their 4, that means on your second level, it's 16, right? So it is 690 times 16 gives you 110.40. You see what I'm saying, right? It helps to refer, and it helps to help others to be successful as well. So we look at then that your operating fund will be then 381.80. Sorry for that one. So that gives you advantage of 184% already, right? It's compound, right? So by getting the other members under you also to take part in it, gives you that advantage of 184%. All right. So it's free money. We call it leverage in the business. All right. So now it starts growing and working, and then of course you will see it in your back office how this whole fund is growing, and it's all compounding. Now talk about these commissions. Right. In your back office you will also have a chance to say to us, your commissions, what must we do with it? Do you want to withdraw it immediately? All right? Or take it back and put it into your capital investment. That is a wise move to do, right? It's free money, so take that free money and put it and let it work for you. Money must works for money. Money makes money. That's the rule, right? So if you get those those sign-ups, right, take that commissions, put it back into your fund. That's leverage, and gives you 184% immediately. Right. Let's take the same scenario, and you are now a top recruiter, and we say, all right, now you start off with your $207, and you bring in 30 people at 7%. That's $483. Those 30 is each one of them is bringing only 4 people. So that on your second line is 70 people. That is $483. So that means your fund value is then $1,173. Right? So it gives you 566% advantage. You see what I mean? So you invest 207, which is the working capital, right? And with those people that you bring in 30 plus, each one is 4, it moves up to $1,173. You got the picture, right? So I also told you in the beginning that there will be 3 packages, the 250, the 500 and the 1,000. Let's take the 500 one. On 500 you deduct the $20, which is annual fee, so it's 480. Out of the 480, deduct the 10%, which is going 7 and 3, right? And then your actual deposit then for the fund is 432. Now you start working, you bring in only 4 people. Each one at 500 is 3360 times 4. That is 134.40. And those 4 brings in 4 again. That's 1440 times 16. That's 230.40. That gives you a fund value of 796.80. 184% advantage. You got the picture. So You invest, say 500 minus the 200, and you start working on 796. That's free money, leverage. That's a way to go. Well, if you take it and you really start working, and you're working with the right crowd of people who's got the money, and they all club in and they start off with $1,000 US. That is roughly about 14,000 Rand, which is still, you can still get those people that are between us. Trust me on that one. Right, $1,000 minus the 20 annual fee, that gives you 980. Minus the 10%, that gives you initial start off with any referrals of 883. Right, now for each member that you're bringing in on 1,000 package is 6860 times 4, that's 274.40, and if they bring in their 4 is 2940 times 16, that's 470.40. So your fund value on that stage will be then 1,626.80, 184% advantage. It makes sense, right? That's before the trading, right? Then the work starts. Then our work starts to work with those funds. So that's a nice way for you to increase your own funds, is by getting other people in your team to join you. Right, now there is some of the independent brokers which doesn't want to be involved with ML business. They can contact me. We've got a solution for them, another program on the same basis, and if you bring them in, of course you will get a commission. They will just work on another website, so you won't lose the commissions if you refer a independent broker with a lot of customers. Guys, think seriously about this. Time is running out. We don't know what is going to happen with our pension funds, and soon we've got problems. So don't be caught with that. Be serious. Be ready, and we will notify you as soon as we open the sign-up pages, and then you can do your deposits. You read all about it in the back office and secure a better provident fund or a pension fund for yourself. Oh yes, all the trading is going to be offshore, so we work in dollars, and we will also pay you back in the dollar value. But we'll pay you directly into your South African bank account. That is how we're going to do it. Guys, this is how the 4Corners Equity Club is going to work. We're looking forward to that, and our CEO David Harrison and his colleagues and the team are currently busy to sort out the fine print and the fine tuning of this, and I hope to see you all very soon in the fund. Thank you guys, keep well.